I might have known this. I'm sure I did at some point. But this level is Jolly Roger Bay. Not Dire Dire Dock. That level is down here. That's one of those things, like, I must have known it, but it never really set in, and so I just kind of always thought that was Dire Dock, because it's the first level, the first water level you play. Yep, this is it. Weird. Huh. It's weird that it's called the song is called Dire Dire Dock. It's not called Jolly Roger Bay. That's weird to me. What's happening? I don't know. I kind of wanted to talk about something. My brother sent me a text, and it was a picture of me and my dad at this mini golf place when I was a kid. I looked like I was maybe 10, or yeah, that sounds right. It's just kind of I don't know if it's just depressing maybe to talk about. But it's I think it's noteworthy. I don't know if other people have this reaction. Sometimes when I see a picture of myself, like when I'm younger, I get surprised by like how normal I look. I don't know, that makes it seem like I look a lot different now. I look pretty much the same. I feel like I get kind of sad when I see pictures like that. I guess I was thinking about this recently too, like, sometimes I kind of mix nostalgia is supposed to be a good feeling, I think, but for me, I sometimes think nostalgia is like not a good feeling. So I recently I've kind of thought like, well, maybe you're just not feeling nostalgia, you're feeling something else, like grief or something. I think nostalgia is supposed to be kind of like a happy feeling, but when I think about when I was a kid, most of the time I get kind of sad. I guess I feel like I look at the picture and I feel like I wasted somebody else could have done a lot more with my life than I did. Like, I had so many chances to be a normal person, and the only reason I'm not is because of me. Like, I blew it, kind of. And when I look at those pictures, I'm like, I look like a normal kid, and I remember being like a normal kid. And then when I grew up, I kind of got super anxious about stuff, and I don't want to be too depressing. I mean, I'm still here. I'm still I have a job and an apartment, which is nice. And if I had asked myself like a year ago if I thought I would be able to do all the apartment stuff. Like, I would have been like, no way. So I am proud of myself for that. Did I blow it? I blew it. Maybe I should put the picture up. It's just me and my dad. I kind of like the way I look in it. Like, I look like a nice, normal kid. Oh, I need the boots now. I didn't put up that picture of me and my nephew, but that would be weird because it's more recent and I feel just more weird about that. The other picture's like 15 years old, so I should probably just blur out my dad's face anyway. I just feel weird about that. I probably shouldn't, but I remember feeling really, like, it was like a couple years ago. I watched online the Rugrats, all grown up. It was on YouTube, and I watched it because I remember watching it as a kid, and I'm like, oh yeah, I really liked that thing that they did. What? So I watched it, and I just remember feeling really sad, and I'm like, is this nostalgia? Is it supposed to be, am I supposed to be this upset? I still don't really understand why I was so upset. It's like, I did feel like it's like a weird version of grief that you're grieving your childhood that is gone and can't come back. That's different than nostalgia, I think. I don't know why I would grieve my childhood. I guess I did have a really good childhood. Maybe that's why. It's just like, and then I got older and I didn't really have any friends, and maybe I wanted to. I don't know. I was sad about that. And when I was a kid, I did have a lot of friends. And then I don't know what happened. I just hit puberty and I got super anxious, I guess. I do remember having like a thought when I was maybe in middle school, and I was like, what would happen if somebody talked to you and you just didn't say anything back? That would be kind of weird, wouldn't it? Little did I know that would be my entire life. It's weird that I had that thought, because it means that there was a point where somebody would talk to me and I would just automatically have a response for them and be able to talk back easily. That whirlpool is out of control. Why didn't I get it? How do you do it? Okay, here we go. Oh. To turn around. but I can't turn around. Gotta focus here. Come on. Got it. Okay, now what? Now what? Now what? Oh. I feel like I'm tearing through this game. I've only played it for like 6 or 8 hours. But when I was a kid, I remember playing it for like hundreds of hours. I wonder what I was doing. And I never finished it. Am I at 20 minutes? I don't think so, no. I put 5 minutes at the beginning for the previous episode. Pole jumping. I have to stop singing the songs because they're not synced up. They're always off by a little bit. I was listening to one of my notes from last year. I think this is the last note I have, so I have to talk about it. There's something happened with this guy. I don't know. It's weird to talk about. Chris Hardwick. He almost got fired from his job, and everybody was kind of like freaking out. Like both sides of everything. This may be kind of a selfish or like not it's like selfish way to look at it, but like I think when people hear stuff like that happen, they think, oh well, what's next? Is somebody gonna fire me from my job for like cheating on my girlfriend or something? And it's weird that people think that way. To me, it seems like, okay, what's happening? People like Chris Hardwick and like people in Hollywood in general they have a different set of rules for like how stuff works there, because in order for you to be like a successful actor or like TV personality, people have to like you. To a certain extent, that's true for every job, but it's different. It's different in Hollywood because, like, I don't know. At my job, all I have to do is be like, I just have to be nice to like my coworkers and like do my job and like come into work on time, and I don't really have to worry about being fired. Like if I did anything illegal, obviously they would probably fire me. Like if I murdered somebody, but I don't have to worry about like if I had a girlfriend and like I cheated on her, getting fired from my job. I don't know why people seem to like the Me Too stuff is what I'm talking about. Like I don't feel too bad for Chris Hardwick. Maybe I should. I don't know. I mean, he eventually got his job back, so it wasn't a big deal. But other people, there's like a court of public opinion for that kind of stuff, and like if people don't like you, like I was thinking about like Mel Gibson. He's like a good actor. I like Braveheart. Okay, how do I do this? But he's like a bad person, so I don't want to see. I don't want to go to see a movie with him in it, because I'll be like, oh, I don't really like this guy. And so obviously, if most people feel that way, then his movies won't make any money, and so it's Hollywood just has different rules. Like, people have to like you for you to be a successful actor, or at least like a big time actor. Oops. Like, if you're an accountant like me, or like if you're a manager of a store, you don't have to worry about losing your job for the same reasons that like someone who makes $1 billion a year has to worry about. Hollywood has kind of like a weird, I was thinking it's kind of like high school. Like, you have to be popular, and I think that's why a lot of people don't really like that environment, because it's a lot of like sucking up to people and being like, maybe sometimes if like you're not necessarily the most outgoing and likable person, you might have to fake it to be famous. Kind of picked two weird topics to talk about in this episode, but that's probably gonna happen a lot. I kind of don't really feel bad for them, because I feel like that's kind of what you sign up for. Like, you're at the mercy of the people. Like, I guess it's the same reason I don't really feel bad for like congressmen or something. Like, that's what they sign up for. They're the garbage men of society. Like, their job is to deal with garbage people. I don't know. That analogy doesn't work. But like they at least if like you're a Hollywood actor, maybe if you're like a stage actor, it's different. Or like, I don't know what other kind of actor you can be, but if you want to be like a $1 billion movie star, that's what you're signing up for. Like, people might just tomorrow hate you for no reason, and you just have to deal with it. Like, people, the other person was like James Gunn, he got fired, and people were all upset. Like, how could they do this? It's like this tweet from 3 years ago. Like, what are they gonna go through all of our tweets? And I'm like, you don't have to worry about that. I mean, if you tweet like, I hate my boss and he's dumb and I'm smarter than him, then like, and if your boss sees that, then I guess he could fire you. But I don't know, he probably would never see it, and he probably won't fire you even if he did. But if like you're a CEO or something, then you're like accountable to a lot of people, so in public you have to not look like a jerk. So I think people just can calm down a little bit about it. Or maybe don't. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too selfish. People are losing their jobs. That's not good. Oh, what am I doing? It's crazy that I can just play this game on autopilot and focus mostly on talking and get all the stars. Okay, I will see you tomorrow because I'm not doing the 100 coin mission here. Okay, see you tomorrow. Do one more probably. Do I have any more? You know what? I'm just gonna end it there. Well, maybe I should do one more, because that was only 2.5 hours. Nah, I'm done. Okay, I think I did an okay job today. It's 85 degrees in here. Whew. Maybe you can add this onto the end of the episode. I don't know if I'll remember, but I mentioned in one of the other episodes, like, if you're watching, you can ask to play a game or something. But also, like, the thing I'm really looking for is topics, stuff to talk about. It can be hard to come up with 3 hours of stuff to talk about in a week. I'm surprised I've been doing this well so far, that I've been able to come up with stuff. But I know nobody's watching. But if anybody is, you can ask me what to talk about, because that's really the whole point of this whole channel, is like for me to get practice talking. And ultimately, my goal was to like get to a point where I can go see a therapist and at least start a conversation with him. And before I did this, I don't know if that was something I could do. So if you have anything you want me to talk about, I can give you my dumb opinion about whatever. Okay, I'll probably forget to add that, but if I didn't, I'll see you tomorrow.